Long, long ago and far, far away, when cruise ships were a much smaller thing in the United States, pre-internet and all that, and the technology that exists today, cruise lines where they sailed out of would have a standby area. And people that were local could come with a suitcase, and if a cabin was going to be empty in the last hour or two before a ship would sail, they'd be able to buy that cruise usually for $25 a day, $25 a night. And so people who lived very heavily in South Florida, who were really into it, would go there and they'd just take their chances. And there might be several ships going that day, and they'd stand by on more than one, and either they were going who knows where or they were going back home. Well, obviously, we're in a whole different era. Cruise lines are much more sophisticated about making sure they got as many cabins, even all of them booked as possible on every cruise. But there's still no-shows, and Holland America, which is a cruise line owned by Carnival, has been testing for months a standby thing where you don't stay at the port, you're at home, but if you sign up for it, and they clear you on a cruise 2 days out, you got to show up or you lose the money anyway. So depending on where you live, if your distance you could drive in or fly in, whatever, you could end up going on one of these cruises, not at what the price used to be pre-internet, but it's like $50 a day, which is really, really good. That means going on a week-long cruise, $350 a person for the week. You could end up in an inside cabin, could end up with a porthole, could end up in a balcony. Most likely you're going to end up with an inside cabin. When this first came on my radar end of last summer, I was like, wow, this is really smart. Wonder if all the cruise lines are going to do this. And here I am, like 8-9 months later, it's still only Holland America. But if you've been on their ships, you like their ships, you're willing to put up with the uncertainty, let's say you're retired, whatever, and you're willing to put up with the uncertainty, this is a way you could be who knows where in the world sailing as a last-minute standby passenger. And it's just another option out there that is a new way of doing an old thing, and I think it's really fun. Not that I'm going to do it, but I think it's a neat idea. And Krista, if they paid you $50 a day.
No.
If they paid you $100 a day.
No.
$500.
Now we're getting there. I'd do that. It's an inside cabin.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess
hate
you can just walk
cruises,
around.
don't you?
I do.